Good morning, student. Today I am going to start the topic conservation of energy principle. Okay. So in this principle, it states that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be transferred from one form of energy into another form of energy. Okay. Or we can also state that the total energy of an isolated system always remain constant. Our universe is also an isolated system whose total energy is conserved. Okay, so we have lot of examples in which energy may transform from one form of to another form. Okay, as the electrical energy is converted into heat energy by electric heater. Electric energy converted into light energy by electric bulb. Electric energy converted into mechanical energy by electric fan. So there are so many examples by which we can say that energy converted from one form of energy into another form of energy. The total energy content always remain constant. Okay. Now the next topic is conservation of mechanical energy of freely falling body. So mechanical energy means sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. To prove the conservation of mechanical energy, consider a body of mass m lying at rest at point A at a height h above the ground. Okay, here we have to prove that the sum of kinetic and potential energy at all point of motion will remain constant as the body falls freely under gravity. So as we know that when body is at point A at rest, it means here initial velocity u is 0. So kinetic energy also 0. So at point A, body have only potential energy due to its position. That potential energy will be mgh. Okay. Now as the body falls, then potential energy decreases, but at the same time kinetic energy increases. So at every point, sum of kinetic and potential energy remain constant. Okay. So let us see how mechanical energy remain constant. At point A, since body is at rest at point A, it means u equal to 0. So kinetic energy is equal to 1 upon 2 m u square. Now put the value of u, so we get kinetic energy is equal to 0. Okay, and potential energy of body equal to mgh. Therefore mechanical energy of body equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. Okay, so kinetic energy value 0 plus potential energy mgh. So mechanical energy will be mgh. Okay, so at point A, the sum of kinetic and potential energy will be mgh. Okay, now we calculate the mechanical energy at point B. At point B, suppose that body falls through a height x and reaches the point B. Its height above the ground becomes h minus x. Let v be the velocity of body at point B. So using third equation of motion, v square is equal to u square plus twice g x. Okay, so v square is equal to initial velocity of body is 0 at point A, its velocity is 0 plus 2gx. it means V square equal to 2gx. Now kinetic energy is equal to 1 upon 2m V square. So substituting the value of V square twice gx, this 2 to 2 cancel. So kinetic energy at point B will be mgx, and potential energy of body at point B will be mg, and height from the ground now become h minus x. Okay, so potential energy of body at point B will be mg h minus mg x. Therefore mechanical energy of body equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. Okay, now put the value of kinetic energy mgx plus value of potential energy mgh minus mgx. This mgx cancel. So mechanical energy of body at point B will be mgh. Okay, now at point C, when the body finally reaches the point C on the ground, its height above the ground obviously 0. Okay, let v be the velocity acquired by the body on reaching the ground. So using third equation of motion, v square is equal to u square minus 2g and h. Okay, since u is equal to 0 plus 2g h means velocity square is equal to 2g h. So kinetic energy of body at point A is equal to 1 upon 2m v square, capital V square. Okay, now put the value of V. Kinetic energy is equal to 1 upon 2m, value of V square is twice g h, this 2 से 2 cancel. So kinetic energy is equal to mgh, and potential energy of body at point C will be 0. Therefore mechanical energy of body is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. So kinetic energy equal to mgh, potential energy 0. The sum of these two also mgh. So mechanical energy of body at point C will be mgh. Hence we can say that the sum of kinetic and potential energy at every point of the motion will remain constant, that is equal to mgh. So hence we find that for a freely falling body, the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy always remain constant. Okay, as the body falls, its potential energy decreases, but at the same time kinetic energy increases by equal amount. So sum of kinetic and potential energy always remain same at every point of its motion. Okay, now the graphical representation, as the height increases then potential energy increases. So this line indicates the potential energy curve. Okay, and as the height increases then kinetic energy decreases, means when the body reaches at peak point its velocity becomes 0, so kinetic energy becomes 0. Okay, so at the peak point potential energy will be maximum, kinetic energy will be minimum. At the ground means when the body falls from the top to bottom, then potential energy decreases, ठीक है, and kinetic energy increases. So at the ground the kinetic energy maximum, at peak potential energy. Okay, now the next topic is power. So rate of doing work is called power. Okay, it is denoted by P. So P equal to W upon T. Or we can say that energy released per unit time is also known as power. So P equal to W upon T, SI unit, joule per second, or this joule per second is known as watt. Okay, quantity scalar, dimensional formula m L square T minus 3 in square bracket. Another form of power will be P equal to W upon T. Okay, and W is equal to force into displacement upon time. Since displacement upon time is equal to velocity, so we can write P equal to F into V, means F vector dot V vector. Okay, so power is equal to F into V. So its unit also Newton meter per second. So another unit of power is Newton meter per second, or watt, or joule per second. Okay, is equal to kilowatt is the bigger unit of power, 1000 watt. Okay, and 1 megawatt equal to 10 is to power 6 watt. Another more familiar unit is 1 HP equal to 746 watt. 1 HP means 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watt. Okay, and smaller unit of energy, microscopically smaller unit of energy, also important to discuss here. 1 electron volt is the microscopic unit of energy. 1 electron volt equal to 1.6 into 10 is to power minus 19 joule, or 1 million electron volt, mega electron volt is equal to 1.6 into 10 is to power minus 13 joule. Okay, thank you.